A very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who don't know, we are Kids of Vigo, and Kids of Vigo is a youth organization that aims to decolonize, educate, and celebrate blackness. And this event is just one of many ways that we do that. There will be many more events to come, so do stay tuned on our Instagram page, which is @KidsOfVigo, where we'll be announcing more events to come. Thank you so much for your support and for coming today. We truly are honored that you are celebrating this Youth Day with us and just being around this creative energy. You know, we are wholesome people who live here today. So thank you. I trust that you will enjoy every performance. I promise you, every single person who will be performing here is hella talented and you'll be blown away. For those of you who this is the first time attending, best believe you will be blown away and you will come back for more. But without further ado, let us please welcome on stage Uncensored Julio.
Hi guys. I'm Uncensored Julio and I'll be reciting the poem. Black child, prepare your father's casket for one day he may not make it back home. This was a lullaby our great-grandmothers would find themselves singing to their unborn children. Black youth, the pigmentation of your skin resembles a war you may not have signed up for but still end up having to prepare for. But that does not mean you have to give the authorization to walk the streets with fear glittering in your eyes. It does not give you the license to hum the Lord's Prayer in hopes that the bullet misses you. It just reminds you that the pigmentation of your skin comes with consequences, sacrifices, and responsibilities. But those consequences and sacrifices make you stronger, greater, powerful people.
Mama, shut the door. Let us leave, Mama. I don't want to wake up to your screams tonight. Tonight I want to dream. I want to dream about love and I want to dream about happiness. Mama, shut the door. Let us leave, Mama. Please, Mama. Oh, and don't forget my favorite photo. It's the one memory I have of what happiness looks like. Mama, choose me. Mama, love me. Mama, choose you. Choose love, Mama. Choose freedom. Okay. That's Elisa, Mama. I'm sorry that you loved a man that didn't know what love is. I'm sorry he didn't choose you over the anger or the violence, Mama. I'm sorry your mother didn't choose you, Mama. I'm sorry you didn't choose yourself. I'm sorry that I didn't fight for you, but how could I? How could I? When you couldn't fight for yourself. I am sorry that you didn't have the strength or the voice. I'm sorry that you grew up in a time where achieving a man was a girl's greatest achievement. I am so sorry, Mama. Mama, please. Shut the door, Mama, and let us leave. Mama, shut the door and let us leave.
Is it gospel? spell or God's spell to be black. I'd burn the flag of your lost son to shake the room of kept colonialism, ism after ism, just to explain black elitist sellouts. Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Twisted tongues, conflicted minds, empty stomach, hopeful souls. Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Mother Azania, spare me the pain, clear me of the shame, save our names as they are. Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Protest after protest, act after act, but the strings are still clear on their backs. Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Dresses torn, rainbows in blood, captured in scorn. What happens when hate falls in love? Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Self above all, this place is no home. This is the world's backyard and the rats rule our world. Is it gospel or God's spell to be black? Tied to the Transkei only looks comfortable now. Different and maybe bigger. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I'm simply tied to my Transkei. Thank you.
Hello everyone. To be honest, I have 3 short pieces. I'll keep it short, I promise. Most of them aren't even poems. I'm just mad. As you should. The first one's really short. It's titled Azania. I'll be speaking in first person. Remember when you used to sing for me, march for me, call my name like a dying wish. From Cape to Cairo you cried. From Morocco to Madagascar, you would have me. Did I not lay my hair like carpet that you might live in it? Let the ivory in my mouth part that you might have sun, planted my tears that you might have diamond. I removed all that adorned me, laid it on the ground that you might find it. Is this how Cleopatra felt? How daughter of Iris and Ra found herself shaking ass for strange men with milk for skin. You forgot the deity in me.
Hi. My name is Azania as I'm So, before I get into the poem, there's a poet of mine, one of my favorite poets. Her name is Olivia Gatwood. She started a series where she wrote odes to things that she was supposed to feel ashamed about. Because isn't that how largely shame feels? Like shame is, you're told you're supposed to be ashamed. It's not an organic feeling. So I started writing odes to things that I was told I was supposed to be ashamed about. So this is an ode to Ubungo. They say if you listen to your body, it will tell you exactly what it needs. I close my eyes in an effort to hear exactly what she has to say. My blood begins to rush, my bones begin to rattle. I hear a rhythm, I hear a song, I hear an uprising. I was sent back to a time that wasn't mine. The songs echoed in my skull, songs that I did not know the words to, but somehow they felt familiar. My feet began to move in ways they had never done before. My hands began to tremble and shake. My hands began to tremble and shake, but for the first time in my life, it was not because I was afraid. My shoulders heavy with burdens I had carried from lifetimes before this one start to move in a way I had never moved before, but somehow it feels natural, just like breathing. My mouth sang songs I had never heard before with so much clarity and understanding. I was left wondering how many people had occupied this body before me. I watched myself curl into a ball in the back of my mind and I let them take over. My forefathers rose with such grace and glory like phoenixes, except they didn't come from ashes. They came from victories, victories of the Battle of Azania. She demanded attention. She stood tall and confident, something I never could do. I watched in awe as the elders around my body started to sing, started to beat the drums. I watched as this body I once called stubborn move in ways I never knew were possible. I watched as my mouth opened and she released a powerful command that had even me quaking. I watched in awe as the elders bowed down at my feet and said, "Thokoza Gogo." A power I never knew I had rushed through my blood as they repeated, "Thokoza Gogo, Thokoza Gogo, Thokoza Gogo." My feet began to slow down. The trembling and the shaking of my hands began to settle. She had said what she needed to say. I slowly sat up from the curled up position in my mind to occupy this body as me once again. She kissed my forehead and said, "Ngiyaziqhenya ngawe nganyama. Qhubeka. Sinawe. Sigadile. Siyakuvikela. Ngiphinde ngitshela ukuthi siyakuthanda."
So, tonight's topic is letters to my Azania. Which Azania? The one that's been colonized by China. When leaders are failing us, leaders are choosing themselves instead of choosing what they wrote in the Freedom Charter. So, I mean, how's the Azania teaching? I don't know about it anymore. But the song makes you, Nelia, don't worry, the Lord is with you. Although there are trials and tribulations, don't worry, the Lord is with you.
So I'm going to be reciting a poem. It's essentially a call to arms. It was spoken about earlier that like they fought before, we can fight right now. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Anyway, it's called Heard by God. I am a child born of struggle. I am a child living it too. You are a mother, I get my sustenance from you, but they have robbed your breasts of milk, Azania, and have replaced it with a poison. They steal from you, Azania, and leave your children with nothing. They rape and kill your daughters, Azania. They close the tap of your waters, Azania. Your children are thirsty. Maybe if our throats are dry, we can't scream for help. And when they take away the lights, Azania, we can't see. But all of us through suffocation breathe. We fight for you, Azania. We riot for you, Azania, just like they did in 1960 and 76, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009. 2016, 2018, 2019, when young girls cried. Even earlier this year, it seems every year we fight because we love you, Azania. And I'm afraid that they do not. But they have all the power and I am human, one speck of known reality standing right here in this spot, and it's hot, Azania. This heat is sweltering, but we are not melting. You see, they sold you, Azania, for all your resources and riches, and we will fight to get you back. We will rip you from their crutches. We will mend you, Mama. We will sew your seams together. We will help you stand upright. We will hold your hand when you walk just to make sure that you're stable. We will take care of your oceans and your mountains that are tables. We will pick you up, all your children, our brethren, and we will help them too, for you, Azania, are heard by God, heard by us, your children. So speak, Mama. You've never been quiet before.
Ebadala ngemicabango yakhe waneleke moyeni ebafanisa naye wabanika ithemba lakudala. Umazinga zizifiso ezabaphambili
Quality control on my maneuver. Thinking way too much, I might rip up a new verse. I am more than a hook in a verse. I got 10 more ships to fill. People lie, numbers lie, people lie. I got humble to swallow my pride. Still routine when I wake up, break the laws of nature, give me all my acres. All we need is speak my needs. I'm that's the parts out and the streets better than hit. I just overlap ya. That's what she said. She don't notice her reflection. All she wants is new braids. They can manage her lifestyle. I'm up with the lights up. They don't put me under pressure. I will struggle for my masters. They not homie for a ransom. They not homie for a ransom. Listen, okay. The world needs friends, but I'm not trusted. I say one thing, then I think another. All of my words now drag my thoughts up. I can't see ends if I get my friends now. But I won't rely on a person's lifestyle. Rather not flow, so I keep my phone on. Make the earth shake for my honest love. Nigga that I talk till they meet their nightmare. People got back, but they kiss their right hand. I work inside to bring the noise out. There's a higher tower, I just did my rain dance. Who leaves now, sick the lonely youth man. Breaking curses from my travel past life. Touch the stars, so I see my highlight. So them creeping, so I keep the night light. I'm just elevating to a new dimension. And that's the reason I can wait to disconnect Pinocchio. The man I hate, I'm different. Trying to change the world from these broken lenses. Ain't no breaks, I'm not only rapping. I ain't satisfied till I see my blessings. I ain't satisfied till I own some acres. Give me more people, give more baskets. I can depend on a young man. I am built different, baby. I'm just what you missing. But I can, people can, what, listen, nothing too much, I'm not too far gone now, cause my eyes on you, and that might be the answer, I might turn into a mess, I might cut up all the loose ends, I can't work off all these bad lights, nothing too much, I'm not too far gone now, cause my eyes on you, and that might be the answer, I might turn into an asshole. I might cut up all the reasons. I can't wake up all these bad vibes. There's no other option for me. I guess I'll see my tears for next year. I think nothing too much. I'm not too much. Cause I'm losing you. And you might be the answer. I am built different. Maybe I'm just what you listen.
Down
Con